Yep. You already know what it is. Southpaw Slick, live at work. And today's video is going to be my thoughts on born again Christians, but in particular, born again virgins. And the reason this topic even came about, because the guy that asked a question about the hoes being housewives from yesterday, we talked about the topic again, and born again virgins, came about. So that's what I want to talk about. So it's not really a question. This is more so just giving my perspective on a certain thing. Now, to be fair, for both men and women, for spiritual reasons, I fully support it. I fully support somebody wanting to start fresh and live a life of being on the straight and narrow. I can deal with that. I can support that. It's not much of an issue, even if that person lived a life of promiscuity. That's perfectly fine. The only problem I have with the born again virgin thing is if the individual has children. That's when it looks really funny to me. It goes from trying to start fresh to avoiding accountability. Allow me to explain. For one, there's actually one of my ex coworkers I used to work with years ago. She is heavy into church. Like, she's always at church. She sings very good, actually, very good vocals. But she has three kids, multiple baby dads. And she requires a man to first marry her before she puts out. And this also made me think about the Kevin Samuels video that he had with the woman that was 37 with two kids. And she was saying that she wanted to wait till marriage to give up the box and that her cookies was worth the wait. Exact verbatim. And like he was saying, ma'am. And I'm with him 100% on that. If you have kids, it's kind of, you know what I mean? It's crazy to me to think that you were perfectly fine with giving up the box for little to nothing to a bum ass dude and then expect a good guy or a man of caliber to bail you out while waiting. I have to wait to pay a premium for some used up box from a woman who has multiple kids and multiple baby dads. There's something wrong with that. Seriously, something wrong with that. And that's one thing I will agree with Kevin Samuels on is when you're in that predicament, you cannot charge a virgin's price at all. Like I said, you look real foolish right now. I'm saying, like, and just to think there's men out there that are willing to do that. They are actually willing to wait to hit something that's been used up. I mean, but like I said, somebody that lived a life of promiscuity, but they don't have any kids to show for it. I mean, you can use that argument for that too, but that one holds a little bit more weight. But I'm saying, but for somebody that has children, it looks funny to me. You get what I'm saying? It looks very funny to me. I know some people that are spiritual, they can be like, oh, well, she could be like the Virgin Mother Mary. And I'm like, not even close. I'm saying, there's no way. There's no way you could actually look at yourself as such. You know what I mean? And be serious about it. I'm saying you gotta be delusional to get to that point. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, I said, but otherwise, my thought on born again Christians, born again virgins, like I said, me myself, I'm a believer in Christ. So I support it by default, unless it's what I just stated. I'm saying if you just trying to make yourself pure, but walking around tainted, it just looks funny to me. Like I said, I can't rock with nobody like that. Like seriously. Like I said, I want to. What I mean? I want to be able to just overlook that, but that's like no. Like I'm saying, you actually have the audacity. I'm saying to require a man to wait. I'm saying no, no. I gotta wait to hit the skins. But in the meantime, if I'm rocking with you long term before walking down the aisle, I have to take care of those bastard kids. Fuck that. I'm saying, like, no, absolutely not. Now, in a man's case, you can use the same thing too. I'm saying if he has kids and wants to wait till marriage, um, I don't know. I think some women might actually be fine with that. I think some women would actually be fine with that because a lot of them don't want to put out early anyway, at least for a guy they don't find that appealing. And to be honest, a dude that is willing to you wait till marriage or is celibate, like that turns some women off actually. I'm saying like a dude that's not, exercising his sexual impulses, like, oh, it's like you're not being manly enough and all that other bullshit. Me, like I said, I think it's cool. But yeah, the weight thing, the waiting game, that's the only thing I can't get on board with. I said if it's somebody that has children, I can't get on board with that one. I'm saying whether it's a man or a woman, but I'm speaking about women, since that's who I date. You know what I mean? Like I said, so that's more so the people of concern. Like I said, if you're a single mom, multiple kids, it's very difficult for me to like actually accept that. Now, if there's a man that's willing to, you know, throw away his dignity, in essence, because that's kind of what it is, kinda. I'm saying then go for it. Do your thing. But me myself, I can't do it. I'm saying if she got fucking kids, I'm Jeezy on that. I mean, I don't want to wait, period. Because I might not want to get married. I'm saying, especially in this day and age, ideally, at one point in time, yes. I'm saying, no, I thought I would have got married at like 23, had kids at 25. You remember we used to talk like that at one point in time? Like when you was back in like, elementary school, like, oh, I'm gonna get married at 22 and I'm gonna have my first kid at 24, my second at like 27, have a good job, like that's the way I was thinking at one point in time until you actually, grow up and see the bullshit you have to deal with. You know what I mean? It's like that Disney fairy tale is completely eradicated from your mind. It's like, what? Like, I can't believe I used to think like that. Now, to be honest, I would have loved if things turned out that way. I would have loved to have gotten married in my early 20s to somebody like my actual quote unquote soulmates. I might have to do a video on that. I always keep saying I might have to do a video on all these stuff, and I never get to it. But that one I might actually have to do. But back to what I was saying. If things would have worked out that way, that would have been awesome. I would have loved to have married my my wife in my early 20s, have my kids mad early, and be like, uh financially well off. I'm talking exceptional, like millions of dollars, billions of dollars, wealth that I can pass on to my children. I would have loved to have that like early on. You know what I mean? I said, I'm trying to work my way up there. I'm trying to work my way up. You know, it's definitely a process, and most people understand that. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. I'm saying the born again version thing, it's cool unless kids are involved. then it's an issue for me. But Southpaw Slick, I'm out.